Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Ban This, the show where I take a look at a piece of art and make an argument as to why a moral guardian would think it'd be a good idea to either outright ban it or at least make some good choice cuts. Today, I've got the cult classic from Roger Corman. It's not directed by him. This is a Paul Bartle film. Death Race 2000. Now, what's my argument? Well, considering the plot, this is a dystopian future. Well, at one time would have been the future in which one of the pinnacles, one of the highlights of the year would be the transcontinental road race, where several people would go from one end of the country all the way to the other, while also trying to run down as many people along the way as they can. And depending on who you hit, you get certain points based on that. Now, that aspect is where the atrocity could lie. This could inspire some people to go around and have their own death race. Having a bunch of people all over the place, running down men, women. Well, I suppose if they'd be straight white men, wouldn't be as bad because we have enough of those already, right? But, still, the idea that they could run people down, and, call out points for the category that they fall in. We can't have that now, can we? Nope. Alright, well, that's about it for that. Now, what do I think of this first film to star Sylvester Stallone that wasn't a porn? Or one of his very first, at least. This film is great. Absolutely great. It is just absurd, over the top. But when you think about, why would there be people out at this time when they know that if they're out, they're going to get ran down? Why don't they just stay inside their houses? I have a theory on that. Should I get into that? Nah, why not? Here's my theory as to why that is. Now, the people are paid, not necessarily the people outside, but people that they know. It's like, hey, you're, $1 million in debt. You want to pay off that debt? Stick your kid outside during the transcontinental road race, and all your debts will be wiped off. Clean slate. Now you can either accept that, and have all your possessions taken away, or have only one thing taken away and keep everything else. That's my theory. Paid by the government. Makes sense, doesn't it? I think it does. I mean, or some part, the little bit, where there's, people working on construction. Normally, you wouldn't think that, they'd be out, working on the road unless they were forced to by the government. So yeah, great film, hilarious. It's an action film. It's one of the few action movies I like. It's a genre I don't really much care for generally, but this, I think part of the reason is that it does have it's got its, weird, bizarre sense of humor, which I like. I like action films that have, a bit of a lighter side to it, like this, RoboCop, things like that. Those are the ones I can get behind. So if you want to see a crazy, over-the-top little film from the 70s, this is definitely something to check out. Oh, and since you're here, in case you haven't noticed, I haven't opened this yet, so why don't we do the bonus unboxing video? So, opening up this great, classic, at least cult classic of a movie. Cellophane off. Alright, I see it's got reversible artwork. Here's the 12-page booklet. Beautiful, isn't it? I think it is. Advertisements for other Corman films. All right, let's take a look at this artwork. There's really not that much of a difference. Very similar. Usually reversible artwork, there's drastic changes, but I might flip it around just so I'm looking at something a little different. So this is going to be the new artwork you see when you take it out. All right, let's stick it back in there. I like when they have the barcodes on both sides. I approve of that. Very much so. There we go. It is now the same but different. Gotta love that. All right. Well, I think I did enough for this video. Highly recommend it. If it is a violent film, not very violent, but there's definitely some bits. Mainly, you know, a head getting crushed. That's about the most violent bit. Otherwise, it's kind of tame, even, you know, even by some exploitation films that came out around at this time. You know, this is the 70s. This is the era that, you know, we'd start seeing, you know, video nasties, or future video nasties, because that didn't really happen until the 80s, but, so, violent films were starting to get made. This is violent, but you'll have seen a lot worse if you look at, you know, the things that would have been played on 42nd Street in New York. Alright, well, that's about it for this one. If you have an idea for a film you'd like me to take a look at, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to check me out on BitChute as opposed to watching the videos on YouTube, feel free to do that. And check me out on Mind. It's one of the few social media platforms that I actually like. And also, check out the Stardust app for a bunch of short reviews for myself and others. And that's about it. I will see you in the next one. And I'm almost to that 10-minute mark. Do I want to keep talking? Or do I just want to stop the video? Keep talking. Stop the video. It's a very tough decision. Well, I guess considering that I only have about 10 seconds, I will keep recording. But do I want to stop? Or do I want to keep recording? Stop 10 minutes, I'll stop recording. We'll see you in the next one, everybody.